going on, everybody? It's me again, Golden Blue Dude. Hey, if you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button. I do videos every single day, either college football or college basketball. I don't like to do car videos, but here's the thing. The Big 12 tournament is today, and West Virginia's game is at 11:30. I have to go to work, so I really don't have a choice. So, apologize about that, but here we go. It's the 4 and 5 seed. The 5 seed, Oklahoma State. The 4 seed, West Virginia. West Virginia won the first game, and Oklahoma State won the second game. In my prediction for the last game, I predicted West Virginia to win, but to be honest with you, that was going against my gut. My gut was actually telling me to pick Oklahoma State. I should have stuck with it and picked Oklahoma State. For some reason, I just felt like Oklahoma State was going to win that game. They were on fire. I know Cade Cunningham was out, but I felt like that wasn't going to make a difference. Sure enough, that's what happened. West Virginia's defense needs to pick it up, especially help defense. They got to swarm to the ball a little bit faster than what they were doing. They looked just a little bit lazy on defense. I actually think they cleaned that up. As far as shooting percentage goes, Oklahoma State is a little bit better. They shoot about 46% and West Virginia shoots 42%. However, in the last game, West Virginia allowed Oklahoma State to shoot 57% and West Virginia only shot 41%. I think the script is flipped today. I think West Virginia comes out hungry. Miles McBride averaging over 15 points per game. Derek Culver averages dang near a double-double. Sean McNeil, even Matthews Jr., Cash Sherman. Those 5 guys have got to have a good game. And then we need some good contribution from Osabuehi and especially Bridges. If Osabuehi can avoid getting fouled out, I think we'll be all right. I really do. Now, Oklahoma State's going to be at full strength. Cade Cunningham, he'll be back. Isaac Likely, he'll be back. But really, I think that's going to benefit West Virginia because a lot of people don't realize that Bob Huggins is great at scouting. He actually wants the other team to be at full strength because he knows those players' tendencies. So that's what we're going to see in today's game. Don't be surprised if Oklahoma State builds a little bit of a lead, maybe 9-10 points. We adjust, we catch on to player tendencies, and we come back and probably win this game by 6 or 7 points. That's what my gut is telling me. That's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with West Virginia. I think West Virginia gets revenge from the last game of the season. I know they beat Oklahoma State at the beginning of the season, and the law of averages is actually on the Mountaineers side. It's very, very difficult to beat a team back-to-back games. I know Texas Tech swept us, but even in the regular season, we saw where we couldn't beat Oklahoma State in both games. Now I think the script gets flipped, and Oklahoma State cannot beat West Virginia in 2 straight games. A lot of people don't realize this. West Virginia is actually second in the nation at free throw attempts. So I do think free throws will play a factor into this, and West Virginia shoots from the line pretty well. So if we can shoot from the line well, I think West Virginia could actually stretch that final score and win by 9 or 10. So how West Virginia shoots at the free throw line will directly contribute to the outcome of this game. If we shoot well at the free throw line, and I think we will, West Virginia wins this ball game. So that's what I'm going to go with. I think West Virginia shoots better than they did that last game against Oklahoma State. I think they play defense better than what they did against Oklahoma State, and then the free throws will play a factor. It's probably going to be a little stressful there for a while because that's what West Virginia does. Don't be surprised if Oklahoma State builds a little bit of a lead and we have to pull a mild comeback. I think that's going to happen, but in the end, I think we'll be very, very happy with the end result. West Virginia right now, I have them as a 3 seed. If they lose today, they could fall down to a 4 seed. If they win today and maybe win one more, depending on what other teams do, they could actually rise to a 2 seed. So seeding is very, very important. But to be honest with you, I'd rather be a higher 3 seed than a lower 2 seed. So if we stay at 3 seed, as long as we're in the higher half of that 3 seed, I would actually prefer that better than a lower 2 seed because I want West Virginia to be in a halfway decent bracket, not like the hardest bracket. Because that's when you can get knocked out earlier than you want to be. So if you can get into a favorable bracket, you can go deeper into the tournament. But we've seen in the past where West Virginia's got screwed. 2018 comes into mind. We ran into Villanova in the Sweet 16, who turned out to be the eventual national champions. And if you watch the entire 2018 tournament, you saw that West Virginia played Villanova the best. In fact, there for a while, West Virginia actually had the lead. You want to avoid anything like that. I know people were super mad about that Oklahoma State game. It really didn't surprise me. I know they were mad because Cade Cunningham was out, but honestly, I kind of expected what I saw. So Huggins will clean up the laziness. We'll get help on the defense much faster, and West Virginia will get this win against Oklahoma State and advance to the semifinals. That's all I got for you for this show. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on my next show.